Hi, my name is Jason Bunn-Parsons and I'm an autistic self-advocate.
I'm Tara Marshall. I'm another autistic self-advocate. I also have a bachelor's degree and I'm a speech-language pathology assistant licensed by the state of Arizona.
If you've been following my videos over the past few weeks, you'd know that I had an appointment with Arizona State Legislator Kern, Arizona State Representative Kern, and he had told me that he would attempt to put together a joint legislative committee, to talk about autism-related issues before the current legislative session ends. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. I appreciate the interest that he's shown, and but right now it's looking like that we're going to have to postpone it. Not only for that reason, but also to do additional research on a number of issues.
It looks as if some of our research is perhaps a little bit dated, that things have changed slightly since we last updated things for the group that I work with. So potentially we need to update that and make sure that everything is following the latest in what Voc Rehab is doing, what the legislative powers are, what's actually being done by various of the groups that are involved in autism around the valley and other places in Arizona.
Yesterday, I actually had an appointment with Voc Rehab, and to meet with my counselor in order to see about laying out a program, and my experience with her yesterday is completely different from what I've been told for the past 5 years since I was diagnosed with autism, and so it does seem that there have been some changes, and so we definitely want to take the time to find out what Voc Rehab is like now, and hopefully get a representative from Voc Rehab to come and speak to our group on camera, and so that way we would be able to to have the official view and a more accurate understanding. So in the meantime, it's looking like this project could be put off until the next legislative session, which isn't scheduled until January. That's the way things work in Arizona. Unless Governor Ducey decides to call a special session for some reason, I can't imagine he would call one just for us. It'd be great if he did. I feel so
that would be more likely to be something with the budget that he's currently working on.
Yeah. So, anyways, but but bottom line is, yes, it's postponed, but it's not abandoned. We are going to do this, and what we're looking at alternatives as far as even if we can't do this in front of the legislature, we can just go ahead and present the information ourselves and put it online. So right now we're looking at all options as far as disseminating this information.
Yes, and I have a friend who has an autistic brother who's also an assistant to another legislator, another state representative, and I just got Jason in contact with her. So hopefully we'll have more people to talk to, and a wider audience.
So anyway, so that's pretty much it for right now, and I'll be coming out with some other videos, and Tara might be teaming with me because she's far more qualified to speak on specifics, as far as as a professional. She has a bachelor's, I have a high school diploma, anyway, so together her and I can talk about a number of issues in depth that I simply am not qualified to speak entirely on my own. So anyway, so until then, signing off. I originally intended to air that video a week ago today on March 30th. However, before I did, Representative Kern contacted me and asked me if we were still available to present on April 2nd like we had originally offered to do. So I went ahead and said that I could do it, even though Sue and Tara wouldn't be able to participate. Basically, because Sue and Tara are professionals and they use a lot of research and data and stuff like that, that's the reason why it's going to take them longer. However, because present mainly on experiences, observations, and supplement it with all this data. I'm a lot more flexible as far as, I don't need to keep updating my material in order to keep current. So for me, it wasn't a problem for me to go ahead and speak, with Senator Kern and Representative Kern and anybody that he would have had with him on that day. However, April 2nd rolled around and he wasn't able to do it. And so, I appreciate the effort. Nevertheless, the state legislature was really busy and finishing up. So no, it's still not definitely off. It's just going to be postponed. And in the meantime, I was put in contact with just a second here. That somebody who works for the Senate Minority Whip, and I apologize if I'm about to butcher his last name. I believe it's pronounced Quezada. Yeah, he's of Mexican origin, Martin Quezada. I think that's how his name's pronounced. I apologize if I just butchered it. But anyways, and he's a Democrat, and so I definitely am planning on making contact. I was told to wait for this week in order to try to schedule an appointment because he's also busy. So that kind of validates Representative Kern's thing about not being able to do it on April 2nd like we had hoped. That they're all busy. But anyways, so as as it stands right now, we're still planning on making it happen. We're going to continue to lobby. At our Saturday meeting with the main autism group, we will be announcing the progress that we've been making, and also a week from this Saturday, we're going to be having a special meeting in which we're going to be specifically talking excuse me. We're going to be specifically talking about these issues, and as far as what the members of our group is going to want to for us to be talking about, and just basically getting their input. Because one of the things that I've been critical of these autism establishment, basically appointing themselves as our representatives without our consultation or consent, well, we'd be hypocritical to basically do the same thing. And so so this is basically also part of reason why we're needing to have this meeting, is so that way we are speaking on behalf of those who want to give input. I'm sure that not everybody's going to show up, but specifically the people who are concerned about this and who want to give input, to give those autistics the opportunity to give us input in terms of what they're wanting us to share with the Arizona State Legislature. So at this point, that's all I really have to say for now. And so until next time. Oh, and I almost forgot, I had made mention in the previous video that that I started with Voc Rehab, and I have an appointment with a psychologist to do an intelligence test and possibly psychiatric, whatever they're going to do to, before they send me off on some job. I'm understanding, this is standard operating procedure for Voc Rehab. But anyway, so that's a little update on the other thing that was brought up in the previous video. So anyways, so for that, until next time, I'm signing off.